Hello students, I am Rakesh Chauhan working as PGT Physics in Suraj School Bawal. I welcome you all in the e-learning classes of physics. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the vector multiplication. In our last videos we have discussed about the vector addition and we have discussed the two methods of vector addition. First one was parallelogram method, or in fact triangle rule of vector addition, and the second one was parallelogram method of vector addition. So here in this video we are going to discuss that how the two given vectors can be multiplied with each other. So there are two methods to multiply two given vectors. We can multiply the given two vectors in two ways. First one is dot product and the second one is cross product. Dot product is also known as scalar product and cross product is also known as vector product. So why dot product is known as scalar product? Because the resultant of the dot product of two given vectors is a scalar quantity. That's why dot product is sometimes known as scalar product. And the resultant of cross product of two given vectors is always a vector quantity. That's why it is also known as vector product. So we will discuss it later in detail when we are going to solve some numerical problems, but for the time being you must remember that dot product is also known as scalar product and cross product is also known as vector product. Okay, why it is known as cross product? Because to represent a cross dot product, we simply put a dot between these two vectors and this will be read as a vector dot product with b vector. So that's why we call this product as a dot product. Similarly, for writing cross product, we will put a cross between these two vectors and it will be called as a vector cross b vector. So that is the mystery behind the names of this dot product and cross product. Okay, so first we will discuss about dot product and thereafter we will discuss about cross product. So here in this video we are going to discuss about the dot product in detail. Okay, so let us start with the dot product, and as I have mentioned here that if we put dot between two vectors, then it is said to be as the dot product of two vectors. So suppose we have given these two vectors a vector and b vector and we want to find out the dot product of these two vectors. So the dot product of these two vectors can be written as mod of a vector multiplied by mod of b vector into cosine of theta between these two vectors. So what is this? So you will say magnitude of a vector. What is mod of b vector? You will say magnitude of b vector. And what is theta? So the angle between a vector and b vector. Okay, so using this formula we can easily calculate the dot product of the two given vectors. And since this magnitude, or we can say this is also a scalar quantity, this is also a scalar quantity, and cos theta, sin theta, tan theta, or all trigonometric ratios are also a scalar quantity. So this is a scalar, this is a scalar, and this is also a scalar. That's why the product of these scalars is going to be a scalar quantity, and that's why we call this dot product as a scalar product. So using this formula we are going to calculate the dot product of the unit vectors, and we will use those results in solving the numerical problems. So let us discuss the dot product of unit vectors. And you all know that unit vectors in x direction is I cap, unit vector in y direction is j cap, and unit vector in z direction is represented by k cap. So what are their dot product we are going to discuss. So if first I take I cap dot j cap, or you can say I cap dot I cap. So using this formula, in place of a vector it is I cap, in place of b vector it is also I cap. So I can write down it as mod of a vector, that is I cap, mod of b vector, that is also I cap, and cos and angle between I cap and I cap is always 0, because I cap will be parallel to I cap, so angle will be 0. Now magnitude of every unit vector is unity, that's why it is named as unit vector. So 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, cos 0 is also 1, so it gives 1. Means the dot product of unit vector or same type of unit vector is 1. We are going to discuss the next similar, or you can say that the dot product of similar vectors or similar unit vectors is 1, because if you calculate j cap dot j cap, so here it would be mod of j cap into cos 0, once again it will come 1. Or similarly k cap dot k cap, you can also write down 1. So I am writing down here as as a standard result, I cap dot I cap is equals to j cap dot j cap is equals to k cap dot k cap is always going to be 1. So this result you must remember, it will be utilized while solving the numericals. Okay, second case I am taking is the dot product of dissimilar unit vectors. So suppose I am going to dot product I cap with j cap. So these are dissimilar vectors, and using this formula we can write down mod of I cap into mod of j cap into angle between these two. So angle is 90 degree, I cap and j cap will be at 90 degree, so cos 90, and the cos 90 becomes 0, therefore the dot product of dissimilar unit vectors comes out to be 0. So as a standard result I can write down here as I cap dot j cap is equal to j cap dot k cap is equal to k cap dot I cap is going to be 0 always. So these are standard results, and you must keep in mind that the dot product of similar unit vectors is always unity, and the dot product of dissimilar unit vectors is always 0. So using this, or we can say this concept, we can easily solve out the numerical problems asked on the topic dot product or scalar product. So let us have some numerical problems on this topic. So this is first question we have taken. If a vector is equals to I cap plus j cap minus 3k cap and b vector is equal to 2I cap minus 5j cap plus 9k cap, then find a vector dot b vector. That is, we have to calculate the dot product of a vector with b vector. So what was the formula of a vector dot b vector? You will say it was mod of a vector into mod of b vector into cos theta. So although we will not going to apply here the that formula, why? Because we have not been given the angle between these two vectors. So what method we are going to use? We will use the method which we have discussed about the dot product of unit vectors. So a vector dot product with b vector can be simply written as I cap plus j cap minus 3k cap dot product with this b vector, in place of b vector we are going to write my 2 I cap minus 5 j cap plus 9 k cap. Now we have studied about the dot product of unit vectors, and you know that the dot product of similar unit vectors is 1 and dot product with dissimilar unit vectors is always 0. So if I dot product I cap with I cap, it will give 1, otherwise it will give 0. So if I multiply I cap with j cap, it will give 0. I cap dot product with k cap will also give 0, because the angle between I cap j cap is 90, I cap and k cap is also 90. Okay, so you must need to multiply the I cap with I cap, j cap with j cap and k cap with k cap. So I cap with 2 I cap will give I cap dot I cap 1, and this 2 is a magnitude, so it will be written here. Okay, j cap with minus 5 j cap, so j cap will become 1, but 1 into minus 5, it will give minus 5. Similarly, k cap dot k cap will become 1, and minus 3 multiplied by plus 9, it will give minus 27. So how much it is? You can say this will be 25 and minus 5, so minus 30. A vector dot b vector is minus 30. So there is no need to apply this formula, that is a vector dot b vector is equals to mod of a vector into mod of b vector into cos theta. So when we are going to use this formula, we will use this formula when we are knowing the magnitude of a vector, magnitude of b vector, and also given the angle between these two vectors. So although we can calculate the magnitude of these two vectors, we will discuss it in next video, but the angle is not given. So first we will find the angle between these two vectors, thereafter magnitude, thereafter magnitude of b vector, and at last we will multiply all these three to calculate a vector and b vector. So if a vector and b vector are given in terms of I cap, j cap, k cap, better to use simply, or better to do such type of numericals directly by simply multiplying these unit vectors with each other. Okay, coming on to the next question. So the next question is, if the dot product of a vector is equals to 5 I cap minus 2 j cap plus 4 k cap, and b vector is equals to 2 I cap plus j cap minus c k cap, where c is a constant, is 0, then find the value of constant c. Means we have been given that the dot product of this a vector and b vector is going to be 0. So we have to find the value of this constant c. All are known variables, we can say, known constants, 5, minus 2, 4, here 2, 1, but this c is a constant or unknown constant, so we have to find out the value of this c, and the condition is the dot product of these two vectors is given as 0. So if I ask you that when the dot product is going to be 0, so you will say if the angle theta is equals to 90 degree, then cos 90 will become 0, and the dot product of two vectors a vector dot b vector is equals to mod of a vector into mod of b vector is into cos theta going to be 0, because if cos 90 is 0, then definitely, or if theta is 90 degree, then definitely a vector dot b vector is going to be 0. Means you must remember that whenever two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then definitely their dot product is going to be 0, because the angle becomes 90 degree and the value of cos 90 becomes 0. So we have been given this condition that the dot product of these two vectors is equals to 0. Okay, so what we are going to do, we will simply calculate the dot product of these two vectors and put it equal to 0, then we can find out the value of C. So how we can calculate the dot product when we have been given the vectors in terms of I cap, j cap and k cap? So you will say 5 I cap minus 2 j cap plus 4 k cap dot product with 2 I cap plus j cap minus c k cap, and this has been given as 0. Okay, let us try to simplify it. This I cap will be dot product with I cap and it will give 1. So 5 to the 10. Okay, this j cap will multiply with j cap and it will give 1, and minus 2 into 1 it will give minus 2. Similarly, k cap multiplied with k cap will give 1, and 4 into minus c it will give minus 4c, and it would be equal to 0. No need to multiply I cap with j cap or I cap with k cap or j cap with I cap and j cap with k cap, because the dot product of dissimilar unit vectors is always 0. So we can write down it as 8 minus 4c is equals to 0. So 4c is equals to 8 and c is equals to 2. So the value of constant c is equals to 2. So this is how we utilize dot product of two vectors to calculate the constant. Okay, let us try one more question. So the next question is, if the magnitude of two vectors are 2 and 3 respectively and their scalar product is equal to 3 root 2, then find the angle between the vectors. So what have been given? We have been provided the magnitude of two vectors 2 and 3. So suppose first vector is a vector and its magnitude is given as 2, and the second vector is b vector and its magnitude is given as 3. So this information we have been provided. One more thing which is given is their scalar product is 3 root 2, means a vector dot b vector. Scalar product means dot product. It has been given as 3 root 2. So we have to find the value of theta. What is the angle between these two vectors? So now we can use the formula a vector dot b vector is equals to mod of a vector into mod of b vector into cos theta, because we have to find out the value of theta and we have been given the magnitude of a vector and b vector and also given the dot product of a vector and b vector. So putting these values, we can have 3 root 2 is equals to 2 into 3 into cos theta. Now this 3 will cancel out this 3. So root 2 is equals to 2 cos theta, and cos theta can be written as root 2 divided by 2, which can be written as 1 by root 2. And the value of theta for which cos theta becomes 1 upon root 2 is 45 degree, because cos 45 degree is 1 upon root 2. So we can have the value of theta as 45 degree. This is the answer. So I hope this video is going to be very beneficial in understanding the concept of dot product. In our next video we are going to discuss about cross product or vector product. Thank you very much for watching this video.